start recording. Okay, fine. Nothing is joined. Okay, Akshay is not joined. Okay. So yesterday I have posted one small notes about SQL. I'm not sure how many of you have seen that, but that is very interesting. And the question was like, in aggregate functions we have to use having, right?
Yeah.
When you're filtering aggregate functions, you have to use having. Hope this is clear to everyone, right?
Yeah.
And whenever you want to filter any other records, so we are using where clause, correct? Now?
Yes. Uh,
So have you ever thought that what is the reason that why for aggregate functions we are using having and why we cannot use where? Okay. Are you getting my question?
yeah. Yeah.
Suppose that was very interesting. So I thought let's discuss that. My voice is audible, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Not feeling very good today. Some cough, cold, and all those things. So, okay. So guys, again, I'm repeating. Those who are interested, please go through my LinkedIn post. I used to post some tricky and some important concepts, some questions as well. So go through that. That will be helpful to you. I'm not telling you to follow, subscribe, share, and all those things. Okay, but you should go through that. That will help you. That's what. I know I am teaching this out of context, and I hope you guys will not be having any problem in this. Or do you want me to proceed with the syllabus? Because this will take some time.
No, we can go
No,
ahead.
sir. Proceed.
We are
Okay,
interested.
perfect. So suppose this is your employee table. I have filtered now, and these are the IDs. Okay, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Suppose if I will tell you to find duplicate IDs, right? I think we have discussed yesterday as well on this. So the question is to find duplicate IDs. Okay, so I think this is the query you guys will write. Star. I think this is the correct query, no? And this query will tell you that what all IDs are there which are duplicate. So here output is 1, correct? Because
Yeah.
1 is duplicate here. I hope so far everything is clear to everyone.
Yes.
So simple. We have discussed a number of questions based on this. Now the question is that Tanvir, why you have used having here? You have taught that we should use where as a filter condition. So this is again a filter condition, right? This is again a
Yes.
filter condition. Why you are not using where? Okay, so let me try with where. Let's see what is going to happen here. Oh, this is throwing error that group function is not allowed here. So ignore this message, but we got that, okay, this error is coming because we have used where clause, correct? No?
Yes.
Error message popping up because we have used where clause. This is clear. Now the question is that why why this where SQL doesn't handles where? What is the problem with this? Why a new keyword having? Although this is also filter condition. Okay. Or suppose if I will tell you that, okay, tell me the employee details whose ID is 1. So I will write ID is equal to 1, 2, 3, whatever it may be. So I will use where here. Okay. So this is working perfectly. Okay, very good. But why it fails? Why where fails with count of a star? What is the reason for this? Okay, so this is
Sir, if you write select star from having ID equal to 1, it will work in
let us
10th line instead of
okay.
having.
Okay. This one you're telling?
Yeah. Having ID equal to 1.
See, actually, so that's what you have to understand. First of all, that flow. Okay, the order of execution. I will cover this. So 1 minute, Sandeep. Okay, give me some time. I will cover that part as well. First of all, try to understand, stick to this, that why Tanveer I have to use having, especially in count of a star or any other aggregate function, sum, max, minimum, average. You are telling that you have to use having, you cannot use where. Why? What is the reason? Why SQL or ANSI is standard, they have created a new keyword for this? First of all, problem statement is clear or not?
Yeah. Yes.
Everyone? Anyone who have not understood actually what is the problem? Please tell me. This is very, 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 very important.
Please repeat.
Okay, perfect, perfect. So, Shivanshu, we are discussing that suppose if you have to apply filter condition on count of a star or some max or minimum anything, we use having clause, right? So my question is that where is also used in applying filter condition, then why for aggregate functions we are using having? What is the reason? Why where does not support this count of a star or sum or max minimum, right? We have discussed this now, that whenever you want to apply filter on count of a star, you have to use having. So we are not trying to discuss that what is the reason for that. Okay, hope this is clear now. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes.
perfect, 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 perfect. Now let's try to understand the reason. You see, if you have not understood the problem statement, you will not understand the reason, guys. Okay, so if you are sure with the problem statement, then I'm proceeding with the reason why this happens. Order of execution. Now let's try to understand from the SQL engine perspective that how SQL is executing your queries. Okay. Suppose if I'm running this query. Okay. Suppose if I'm running this query, what's the problem? First of all, you know that from will be executed. Okay. A SQL will hit the from keyword. So here from keyword, you have employee table. So it will search for this employee table, correct, in the entire database. That is done. Any question here?
No.
No question. Okay. Let me show this in an Excel sheet. That will be far better. So February batch. This is January batch. So here, this is the thing, ID column, and let me take both the queries. So what is happening here? This is the query. Okay. So, and this is your employee table. Okay. So your SQL engine will hit this table that, okay, this is the table. It has made a copy of this. This is the copy of the table. Okay. Now coming to where. After from, if you're concentrating on the order of execution, excuse me. So in order of execution, the first step is excuse me. First step is from. From is done. After that, we have where, correct? And then you have group by. I'm telling you the important one for which we are concerned here. And then you can tell that, okay, then after from we have join, so on condition. You're correct. All those things are there. But as per this query, I'm taking the sequence. So this is the sequence as per this query. Okay. Now, from is done. Your SQL engine has got that copy of the table for which you're looking for. After that, where. This is the important thing. You have to understand this one. This is a twist. Then you have written where. Correct? No. Suppose this is the problem, that why I cannot use this query. Tell me the reason. Justification. Okay, fine. If you are trying this query, what will happen? That's what I'm telling you. After from, your SQL will enter this part, where clause. It will search for where clause. Okay, perfect. So your from is done. Let me highlight this. This is done. Everything was fine. Now then it will hit this one, correct? It will hit this one. So, oh, sorry, this is very bad color. I have selected where count of a star. This is not good color. Bad in choosing colors. Okay. Okay. So after this, it will select this where count of a star greater than. Now try to understand this one. Okay, what is happening here? You are telling to SQL engine that count of a star, I want only those value which are greater than 1. Am I correct? You are telling to SQL engine that Mr. SQL,
Yeah.
I want only those count of a star which is greater than 1. Am I correct?
Yeah.
Suppose Sandeep is SQL engine. Okay. Sorry, Sandeep. Okay. Sandeep is our SQL engine. Okay. And I myself, Tanvir, is the user. Okay. So Sandeep is SQL engine. He is executing all these things. Okay. So I have written this query. Now the query is with Sandeep. So Sandeep has went here from employee. He got this. Okay. After this from employee, where you will go, Sandeep? After from employee?
Where?
Sandeep reached here where count of star greater than. So fine, Sandeep, give me the records where count of star is greater than 1. Come on.
ID 11.
Okay, ID 11. But how you got
Yeah.
this ID 11? You have done the count
Because
of a star. Correct? No?
yeah.
You have done the count of a star. Correct?
Yes.
Now, suppose, now try to understand this. Suppose in this column you have name as well. And name is A,
Okay.
B, C, D, E, F. Okay?
Uh,
So, my question to you, Sandeep. Now again, I am telling that Sandeep, tell me the records where count of a star is greater than 1. Okay.
uh.
Now tell me what all records will come.
Means you want the employee ID both the columns are only employee ID.
Perfect. Good catch. So Sandeep is asking me question that Tanvir, you want count of a star on which column? You want on ID or you want on name? Correct, no, Sandeep? This is the question you have asked.
Yeah.
Or you want on both the columns. Correct.
Yes,
You
yeah.
want count of a star on ID. You want count of a star on name. You want
Yes.
on the concatenation of this. So Sandeep, are you confused here or not? Yes or
Yes.
no?
Yeah, confused.
Now, is this clear to everyone till here?
Clear, sir.
Clear? So Sandeep got
Yes,
confused here
clear.
that okay, Tanvir is telling to find count of a star, but count of a star of ID, count of a star of name, or count of a star of concatenation
Both.
of this both. Correct? Because we know if I will calculate count of a star of ID, the output will be different. Count of a star of name, output will be different. Count of this
Yes.
two, the output will be different. We know all these things, right? We have discussed
Yeah.
yesterday as well.
Yes.
Sandeep is confused here. So I have told you at the very beginning of this session that whenever SQL will get confused, what he will do?
Throws an error or
Throws an
error.
error message. Is this clear?
Yes.
So now Sandeep will tell me, Sandeep will send me an email that Sandeep has thrown this error message. So I will communicate with Sandeep. Why? What happened, Sandeep? Why you have not showed me the output of this? Sandeep told, okay, Tanvir, this is the problem. You have mentioned count of a star, but on which column you want here, you have not mentioned. You want an ID name or ID name and all those things. So this is the story which has happened with the ANSI and all those things. So try to understand this. Very good justification for this. Okay. So then
Okay.
I told, okay, Sandeep, I thought that, okay, Sandeep is telling the right thing. Sandeep is correct because I have not mentioned on which column I want count of a star. Okay.
Yeah.
So I thought that first of all, I should group this. Correct? No, I should
Yes.
group this. So
Yeah.
that is why I thought that first of all, I have to group this. Correct?
Okay.
So that is why after where you have group by. So that is why now I have changed this and then I thought that okay, after that group by is very important. Correct? No?
Okay.
So that's why I will do grouping. Okay, because because I understood that what Sandeep is telling, that is totally correct. Sandeep is totally correct because I have not given him that count of a star I want an ID, name, or the combination. So I thought that okay,
Yes.
that is correct. So first of all, I have to group by. Correct now. So that
Yeah.
is why I have mentioned now group by ID. Correct.
Yes.
Now, if I will tell to Sandeep that Sandeep, okay, I have given the group by, then now Sandeep, can you give me the output or not? Yes or no?
Yeah. Yes.
Yes, you can give me the output. But
Yes.
still, if I am using where, so what will happen? From Sandeep has went to where and then group by. But after group by, again, he will not come to where because after
Yes.
group by, he will move to some other. Suppose having is not there
Yeah.
at all. Okay, this
Okay.
doesn't exist. Forget about this. So Sandeep has reached group by. After this, no other execution step is there. So will you tell me this will be executed? No, this will not be executed. So I have to give some word here, any word, filter or any word, whatever you want. Okay, so that word which ANSI has coined is known as having. So
Okay.
that is why on aggregates you always use having. This is the only reason. Otherwise, where and having, they both do the same task. But in aggregate, the reason or the problem or the limitation is, first of all, you have to use group, because before grouping you cannot filter the aggregates, and that is why you have a new word which is known as having to filter out this data. Okay, but I'm not sure why the ANSI standard they have given totally new name. They can give this name as well, where one. So we will understand that, okay, now the new filter condition is known as where one, but that is fine. They are given the name as having. This is also fine. So this is the reason, guys, that always on aggregate functions, and you know all the aggregate functions that works on group by. If you notice this, all the aggregate functions, it works on group by. So once you will do group by, then you can apply filter. That is why having will come after this group by, and that's why you have to mention having using the aggregate functions as a filter condition.
Sir, if it is
Hmm.
in the table consists of only one column, in that case,
Hmm.
group by is not required, right?
You are
In that
correct.
case, where
You
in
are
that case,
correct.
it is
In
why.
that case, it is not required. But by default, that intelligence should be there, that it should catch it. Correct.
Yeah,
Correct.
yeah,
No.
yeah,
So,
yeah.
but to make a standard format, not to confuse the users, they have given this, that okay, you have to use having always, and this group by must be there. Okay.
Okay.
Is this clear?
Yeah.
So you guys understood this or not? That's the question. Is this
Yeah.
clear?
So
Yes,
what
yes.
I so
So,
what I understand from this is that
Mhm.
we can use where with the aggregate function, but with the group by. We cannot use where with count without group by, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm telling. If you will use where with the count of a star function, so the problem is the
Hmm.
SQL will ask you that on which basis you want to count,
Yes.
on
Hmm.
which column. So then you have to use group by. Okay. And after group by, again, you cannot go back to the where clause. After
Hmm.
group by, you have to proceed further. So that's why further filter condition, we have a new keyword that is known as having. And that's why you use having, because in the
So
aggregate
my
functions, first of all, you have to group by. Yeah.
So,
so my next
Tanvir, like you are saying, like the var class will select rows before grouping, and the having class will select rows after grouping.
Perfect. Very good. Very good. That's the
what he
thing
said.
which I want to tell. Hmm. Yeah, Shivanshu, take the thing.
Can you repeat what he said?
Sorry, I'm not getting you, Shivanshu. Can you repeat?
I didn't understand what he
Uh-huh.
told.
Okay, what Vaidyanathan was telling.
Yes, yes.
Okay. See, Vaidyanathan, what he's telling. Okay, I will explain you with some other example. See, what he is telling, that suppose where, that's why where is known as pre-filter and having is known as post-filter. Why? Where clause, it will filter the record first of all. Suppose if I have written here, in this condition, suppose if this is the query, having count of a star greater than 1. Okay. Suppose if I have written here, my voice is audible, right? Hello.
Yes.
Okay. Suppose if I've written here where ID is equal to 1, having count of a star greater than 1. Okay. Suppose this is the thing, because you can use where and having both. That's also applicable. Okay. In this query, what will happen? Your SQL will first of all filter based on the ID. Okay. So to understand that, okay, I want only ID. These all things are not required. It will filter it out. Okay. Fine. And then and then it will do count of a star having. So here you are doing filtering. So where we'll do the filtering before and after the final set of record. This is the final set of record. Then on top of this, having will do a counting. So that is what Vaidyanathan is telling, that first of all, the records will be filtered because of where clause. And then after that, we'll apply having of count of a star greater than 1. So in this, you will take count of a star. The grouping is ID. So you want that for ID, how many count of a stars there? So 2 will be the output of this. Is this clear?
Yes.
Vaidyanathan, this is what you are telling, right?
Yes, yes, Tanvir.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So my next
Ah.
one thing more, in the top you have written select ID from employee where count star greater than 1 group by. Now in case I have not written group by ID, but but I have written select ID, comma count ID from employee where count ID greater than 1.
See, first of all, this query is incorrect. Correct, no? This
Okay,
query is
okay.
incorrect. That is
Yeah.
what I am proving you that why this is incorrect. Okay, so you should not think about this query. This is incorrect. Why? Because I have used where in the count of a star. That is why this is incorrect. Okay, and this is the reason you have to use having. I'm not sure if this is clear or not. Anyone who wants me to repeat this?
So,
Sir, sir,
but you said we can
Hmm.
use where with the aggregate function because we have written group by.
No, 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 no. That I'm not telling. That I'm not telling. I'm telling that you cannot use where. Okay, okay. One thing. Let me repeat this again. Okay, let me explain this again. See, the concept is with count of a star, you have to use having. You all know this, right?
Yes.
Everyone knows this, right? With
Yes.
count of a star, you have to use having.
Hmm.
You cannot use where with count of a star. Is this clear to everyone?
Yes.
Yes.
Akshay, Imran, everyone, this is clear? Akshay, Imran, you guys are there?
Yeah, clear, sir.
Clear, okay,
Clear.
okay. Now
Clear.
what, perfect. Now what I'm trying to make you understand that what is the reason that for count of a star I have to use having, why I cannot use where with count of a star? This is what I'm trying to prove. Understood the problem statement? What
Yeah,
I'm
yes,
trying to prove,
understand.
that
Yeah.
why I cannot use where with count of a star in the filter condition. What is the reason? This is what I'm trying to prove, guys. Okay,
Yes.
I'm not telling that okay, Shivanshu, you can use where with count of a star, but just you add group by ID. No, I'm not teaching
Okay.
this.
Hmm.
I'm
Okay.
telling you the reason. I'm telling the reason that why you have to use where. Suppose you are going from Delhi to US, okay, and you will go by flight. You can ask me that, Tanvir, why I cannot go by train, why I cannot go by my car. Okay, that is the reason I'm proving that why you have to take flight only. Correct? No, that is what I'm telling.
Okay.
Whenever you're using count of a star, you have to use having. Why you cannot use where? That is what I'm trying to make you understand. Okay,
Okay.
is this clear? Problem
Okay.
statement. Okay.
Okay.
Now,
Yes.
now see why I will repeat this, guys. Please listen to this again. Very interesting. Yeah, it's interesting for me at least. I'm not sure you guys are getting bored or what, but try to understand
No
this.
problem.
Okay. Fine. So, but this is something core concept. Even if someone is thinking that this is not of use, so no issues. But if you understand, that's well and good. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so let's try to understand this from beginning. Forget all these things, what I have taught. Okay, forget all these things. I can understand from beginning. So this is the query I'm trying to execute. Okay, this is the query I'm trying to execute. I'm the user and Sandeep is our SQL engine. Okay,
Yeah.
so Sandeep, I've given this query to you. So with this query, what you will do? Where you will go first?
From.
Okay, Sandeep will go to from. So what is the
Yeah.
table name, Sandeep, here?
Employee EMP.
Employee EMP. Okay, so Sandeep will search for this table EMP. Correct, Sandeep? You will search for this table.
Yes,
Okay,
yes,
okay. You got this table employee.
yes.
Okay, you got this table. The first task is over. You have this table, and this is that table. Okay, perfect. From is done. After that, where you will go?
Where? Where?
Why you will go to where after from? What is the reason?
Because that is order of execution from where
This
group by
is the
having.
order of execution. You have to
Yes.
follow this order of execution. After from, you have to go to where.
Where?
Okay.
Yes.
So Sandeep has reached this where clause. Shivanshu, are you understanding? So far clear?
Yes.
Okay. Sandeep has reached now here. Okay. Sandeep is at this point. Okay. Now, fine. Sandeep, give me the records where count of a star is greater than one, please.
Yeah. On what columns I have to give? On what
Perfect.
side?
Now
Yeah.
Sandeep is telling that Tanvir, you have two columns in this table.
Yes.
So where you want count of a star here? You want on ID
Yes.
column, you want on name column, or you want on both the columns? Sandeep has sent me an email that Tanvir, I cannot give count here because you have not mentioned on which column you want. Your information is incomplete. Now Shivanshu, tell me, what Sandeep is telling is that correct justification or not?
Yes.
The complaint
Yes.
what he has got, that is correct or not? Correct? Yes.
Yes.
So I have this email of Sandeep. I was reading and I thought that okay, the reason what Sandeep is telling is totally right. I have not given him full information. Okay. So after this, the grouping is important. I understood that okay, first of all, I have to do grouping. Then only I can tell Sandeep to do the filtering. Correct, no?
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So what will happen? I will tell Sandeep that Sandeep, you have this grouping here. Please go to this grouping. I have mentioned this. Correct.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
Sandeep will reach here. That okay, fine.
Yes.
I'm going here. So Sandeep has reached here. Okay, at this grouping ID, Sandeep has reached here. So then Sandeep has group by ID. He has done this grouping by ID. Okay, and he got
Yes.
output like this. Sorry. Sandeep has done grouping by ID, and he got the output like ID1. Two records are there. For ID2, one record is there, and for ID3, one record is there. For ID4, one record is there. Sandeep has done this. Okay, fine. Sandeep has done this. So now, Sandeep, will you go to where after this? After grouping, will you go to where?
No, we can't
No.
go.
Why you will not go here? You should go. No. Group by is done. Please go to where?
No, we cannot. I think order
You
of execution is
cannot
somewhere
go.
group by having.
Correct. Order of execution is like you have to move forward. You
Yes.
cannot move backwards. So
Yes.
after group by, suppose this have nothing is there. So after group by, he will exit the loop. Okay. But is my task completed here?
No.
Shivanshu?
No. Not.
This is pending. No, I have used here where, but where was present at this location. After this, I have given the group by, but
Group by.
where is was here. It is not executed. So what I will do, I will think that okay, Sandeep has group by. Let me give some other order here, some other command, and that command is having. So when I will write having here, now what will happen? See, if I will write having here, so what now Sandeep will do? Sandeep has read this from employee. He has copied this. This is done. After from, it will search for where. Do you have where here? No where clause is there. No issues. It will skip
No.
this one. It will go to group by. He will do the grouping. Grouping is also done. And after that, he will search for having. Do you have having here? Yeah, having is here.
Yeah.
He will search count of s are greater than 1. Okay, so this record is count of s are greater than 1. Sandeep will give me this output. Is this clear?
Yes.
Not clear, Shivanshu?
Yes, clear. Now clear.
Everyone, Vedanathan, Akshay, Imran.
Yeah, clear, sir.
Yeah. Clear.
Okay,
Yes.
okay. Hope you would have liked this one. So this is
And
the reason for that. Yeah. Yeah,
one quick
Vedanathan.
question, Tanvir.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not sure like it's a valid question, but still.
Tell yeah.
So if we instead of select ID, if we use select count ID, what will happen in the where condition?
Okay.
There.
Where?
From,
Sorry.
yeah.
Right. Select. Then what you want to write? So after select.
So select count ID from
Count ID. From
From
employee.
and the condition where from where ID greater than 1. So if we write like this.
ID greater than 1. Okay. Perfect. This is the only query, right? Anything else you want to add here?
No. I don't want to add anything.
Perfect. So Vadanathan is saying that Tanvir, this is the query. For this, tell me how the execution is happening. Correct? This is the question, I think. Yeah. Again, same thing. Okay. Again, suppose Sandeep is our SQL engine. So Sandeep, this is the query. Where you will go first of
Yeah.
all?
From.
Okay, from Sandeep has moved to this from. So this
Employee
is done.
table.
So you got this table, employee table. You
Yeah.
have found this.
Yes.
Okay, Sandeep has found this table. He will make a copy of this and he will keep this in his buffer space. This is done. From is done. After this, where you will go? Yeah.
Where? Employee table and where? After the
Employee
employee.
table is done. Employee table is done.
Okay.
So you will go to where? Why you
Where?
want to go to where after from? What is the reason?
Order of execution from
Oh,
where?
okay. This is
By
the
adding.
order of execution. After from you have to go where. That is why
Yeah.
you are going to where class. Okay,
Where?
perfect.
Yeah.
So this is the one we are going to execute. Okay, perfect.
Yes. Where ID
So
equal to
this
1.
is where ID is equal to 1. So
1.
out of this, which record will be selected? ID is equal to
First
1.
two. First two records.
Oh, okay. This you will select. Okay. Now this is
Yeah.
will be present in the buffer. Okay, perfect. This is done.
Oh.
After this, where you will go? Yeah. After where
No,
you will
nothing. Yeah.
after where
No mention. Group
group
by.
by.
But yeah.
So we don't
Uh,
have group by. Escape. You
yes.
will go to having no
No.
having
Yes.
escape.
Yes.
And then after that you have select actually after this. Okay.
Yes.
So you will
Yeah.
go to select. What I am asking? Count of ID. I'm
Yes.
asking count of ID. So how many IDs are there?
2. 2.
Okay. So you will tell that, okay, count of ID 2 is the output. So this is the way how the execution happens. Hope this is clear, Vedanath.
Yeah, yes.
This is what you were asking or something different?
Yeah, yes. This is
Okay,
my
okay,
question.
perfect.
So without
That's
so
perfect.
both the so do you say like both these conditions give the same answer? The top one, the query on the 11 number row number
No,
11 and
no. See, this query. If you're talking about this query, I'm not sure which query you're telling. This is the first query, and then which query you're telling? Yeah, this query.
no, the query on row number 11. Yeah,
This
that's the
query.
query.
Okay. No. They both will not give the same output. No, they will not give the same output. Why?
On
Because
second one, you are hard coding that value where ID equal to 1. So that's why you are getting like that too.
no. See. The question is that the output of this query and this query will be same or not. I think this is the question, Vedanath, right?
Yes.
See,
Yeah,
it will not.
yeah, both the records will duplicate only, but in second one you are hard coding that value, right? ID equal to you are seeing the table and saying that one record is repeating twice.
Even in query number 11 also we are saying where ID equal to 1.
Okay.
Correct. See.
Okay.
So let me tell you, just give me 2 minutes. Okay, I'll try to answer the question. So this query and this query, they both are different. How they both are different? Don't concentrate on the output here only, because sometimes we have such a set of data that two different queries will give you the same output. Don't think from that perspective. Okay, but these two queries are totally different. How they're different? Try to understand. First of all, you are just thinking that where condition is same. I agree that here where ID is equal to where ID is equal to, that is same. I agree on this part. But here you have one more condition, having count of
Yes,
a star
count of
greater
star
than
greater
1.
than 1. Yeah.
Correct? No, having count of a
Okay.
star greater than
Greater
1.
than 1.
Suppose in this table, if you have
Only
only
one.
one record with ID 1,
Yes.
so
Yeah.
this query will not give you the output of this ID 1. Correct? No?
Yeah. No data found.
But here you are not bothered that whatever is called. You are just telling that ID is equal to 1, give me the output. Correct? Is that
Yes.
clear?
Yeah.
And Vedranathan, is this clear?
Yes, Tanvir.
Okay. Second thing, here you are telling count of ID. So null will be ignored. Here you are telling count of a star. Null will be counted. Okay. Is that clear?
Yeah.
Vedranathan, you have asked this question. Is this clear to you?
Yes, Tanvir. Now I got
Okay.
it. So the null. Yeah.
Okay. So hope this was clear. Perfect. Then what else? Okay. Then I'm coming to today's agenda. Okay.
Tanvir, like
Mhm.
I have one quick question.
Mhm.
I've seen one join called this Cartesian join. Actually,
Cross
I'm
join.
not. Yeah. At what circumstance we use that cross join?
Cross join.
So,
Okay. I have posted one question on LinkedIn on that as well. Okay. Let me tell you. The very simple example is your assigning of seat in any cinema hall or any auditorium. When you assign the seat, no, so you can use cross join here. That is one of the very simple examples. Suppose you have chairs like this, A B C D E. Okay, I'm talking about cinema hall. Okay, cinema hall. How many of you go to cinema hall? Yeah, I think Shivanshu will be a frequent visitor. Uh, you means you all have went there, no, cinema hall?
Yeah.
Okay. I went last time, I think in 2011. Last movie I've seen when I was, yeah, I was at that time, I was with Infosys Mysore. Okay. You all might have heard about that Mysore training and all those things. So
Yeah,
that was
training
very good
campus.
campus. It was very clear. So, like on Saturdays and Sunday, they will show movies. Okay. On cinema hall. It was very good. It's totally like, what I can say, that structure. It was like a sphere. Yeah. Structure was a sphere and they will show movies. So we have to stand in the queue for 2 hours and then we will take ticket and we will go there and free of cost. That's why I went in 2011. So after that, I have never went to cinema hall because now to go they will charge. So we Indians have that mentality. If something is coming free of cost, we will go, right. So that's why I went there. It was good experience. Okay. So, yeah, someone was telling something. Okay. So in cinema hall, if you go, first of all, you will book a ticket, right? You go a small, very small window will be there. I have not seen that window anywhere else. Only you will see that in cinema hall. Very small ticket window will be there. And then you will give some rupees, 10, 20, something like that. He will give you a ticket. Okay. And in that ticket, this numbering will be mentioned that you have to sit in A1 or B5, something like that. Okay. Have you noticed this? I'm not sure how this
Yeah.
serial now has this pattern. Okay. Now try to understand how it is happening. Can you tell me what will be the seat number which I have highlighted?
A1,
A1. Perfect. This one?
A2.
A2. Akshay, I can understand how quickly you are responding, giving the response. I can understand. Okay. This is A4.
Yeah.
Correct. So similarly, this is B1, B2, B3. Oh, no, sorry. I want to, the correct. This is B4. Okay. Similarly, you will do for all these things. C1, C2, C3. Then D1, D2, and similarly it will happen. So this is an example of cross join because you are shaking hand, A shaking hand with 1, 2, 3, 4. Similarly, B shaking hand with 1, 2, 3, 4. C shaking hand with 1, 2, 3, 4. So here this is an example of Cartesian join. Is this clear?
Yeah.
Yes.
Not clear.
Like, what will be the in the real time scenario in the work? Like, where will be using?
This is the one thing. Okay, this is the one way. And second way, what I have noticed in the last project where I was working, it is like we work on that fund. Okay, and the fund manager. So we have created like company they have created like 10 funds. Okay, I forgot the exact numbers. 10 or 15 funds were there, and there were some fund managers were there. So they were trying to assign the fund managers. So they were trying to find first of all the possibilities that which fund manager can be assigned on which fund. So all the possibilities they have, first of all, find it out. Then based on that, they have applied some filter condition. That is the one use case which I have seen. But apart from that, your question is valid. Very rare scenarios we will see where this will happen. So these two are the examples which I have noticed here. Okay, is that clear?
Yeah. Reservations also we use this, right? Then we like flight reservation or as you said, like based on which
You're correct. There as well, like if they have that pattern of ABCD, so they can use this. You're correct, yeah. Session is expired. Today we have spent time on this. But this was good discussion, I think. Just a minute. I want to show something here. Okay, so I have going to start a new batch from next week. Yeah, Saturday, Sunday, same your batch replacement. I know. I think few topics are pending. Okay, so how we can cover that? What's the plan? Do you have any plan, guys? Because those are important topics. Actually, for your batch, I think this is the 5th week, no? I think this is the 5th, right? Okay. So time we have spent. So what I'm planning, actually, many were inquiring about the next batch, and I was just postponing it, that I will start this week, that week, for the 6th. Okay. And this time, close to 51 or 60, something like that, I have been wrong. So for you, what I'm planning is Saturday, Sunday. I need one more Saturday, Sunday, guys. Okay. I think you guys will not be having any problem.
Yeah. Yes.
So any problem, anyone? Because I think we need to
No, sir,
extend
no problem.
No.
So
next week as well. Okay. Shivanshu is having problem.
No.
no.
Okay, 1 minute. So next Saturday, Sunday will be. Sorry.
How much topics are left?
Yeah, that will take at least 4 more hours. I want. Okay. 1 minute, I will tell you. So next week, Saturday, Sunday, we will join again. Okay, but not on this timing. You guys can suggest the timing. Okay, but don't be in a hurry, yaar. So far, we have shown your patience level, so just try to do that. Okay, Vedranathan, you can see this, right? A1, A2, A3, A4, A5, correct?
Yes.
So
Yeah,
hope you
yes,
got
sir.
this. Okay, so this is an
Yeah.
example across Cartesian plan. Fine, so let me
Thank you.
start with the topic. Perfect. Let me start with the topic. So this is the agenda. Industry answering function, case, alter, constant. This time planning today. Okay, and this again, I think we can take in the next week. I know why this we have taken a good amount of time, but what to do? Yes, it's good. Still function. Let's try to understand this in string function. This is something like advanced. I know that this is not used very frequently, but you should know. Okay. I'm creating a table employee. Okay. Table employee. Created table employee, and this is the values I have inserted. Star. We'll discuss on the timing and all those things. Okay. So just concentrate on the topics. Okay, one very interesting thing I want to share with you. Yesterday, one guy called me, okay, and he was inquiring all those things. How do you teach and all those things? Do you know teaching? Do you know SQL? I told you that I know little bit I know, little bit I'm learning. So and all those things. So so no, sometime when some new candidate he will join. So obviously they'll have a lot of questions. Then coming to assignment, do you share
So
assignment? Yeah, I
then,
used to.
sir, you have to keep one HR with you. Then.
Yeah. So I told, yeah, I used to share assignment. So what is the level of question? Do you give silly questions? I told, I told, yeah, I know only silly questions, so I prepare silly questions only. Then I think he has saw that hackathon questions. Okay. When he told that, but your hackathon questions are very complex. From where you have copied that and all those things you are asking. Then I bet you for 1 lakh rupees, search in the entire Google and you please show me that where these hackathon questions are there. For sure, I will give you 1 lakh rupees. So all these things happened. Okay. So then at the last, he told, yeah, don't get angry, yaar. I was just interviewing you. I told you are going to attend a class and you are interviewing me, checking my level. So yesterday, many calls I got actually because I posted that for SQL. So that
Where and having?
sorry.
Yesterday you have posted regarding where and having clause. Where clause and having.
We are having, but after before that, I have posted about that next batch on SQL.
Okay,
So
okay.
that's why. So that's why many of them they were interviewing, they were asking questions. That's good. So sometimes it happens, but I really enjoyed that conversation. Okay, perfect. See, guys. So this is a table employee. This is the data. Fine. Now the question is, in this data, I'm asking you have comma here. You can see comma, right? Comma is present here.
Yeah.
Now, if I will ask you that in this MD comma Khan, at which character or which position comma is there, what will be your answer?
3.
3. Third position. First position you have
Yeah.
M. Second position you have D. And third position you have comma, right?
Yes.
Similarly, in Rajkumar, if I will ask you what is the position of comma, so what you will tell? First, second, third, fourth, right?
4.
This will be the output. Fourth. So this
Yeah.
is the only benefit of in string function. This will give you the position of comma. So here you can see I've used instr name. So I'm telling to SQL engine that please go to this name column and tell me the position of comma. Correct. Tell me the position of comma. So here comma is at the third position. So it is telling that comma is at the third position. Here comma is at the fourth position. So it's telling comma is at the fourth position, right? But why it is 0 here? Because you don't have comma
No
in
comma.
this Abdul name, right? So this is the use of instr function. Okay, but this is not limited to comma only. Suppose here you have hyphen. Okay, here you have hyphen. Let me add one more record here. Suppose this like you have name Mukesh hyphen Kumar. Suppose this is the name Mukesh Kumar. Value too large. Okay, value is too large. Let me take this. What I can tell. Ash Kumar. Okay. One row inserted. Now let me execute the same thing. First of all, try to understand this is something. I know this is not used frequently, but this is very useful at many places. So this is there. So why here it is showing 0? Who will explain why it is
No
0 here?
comma. No comma in that.
Because in this Ash Kumar you don't have comma, that is why it is showing 0. Okay, fine.
Yeah.
Now let me change from comma. I want to check the hyphen position. Okay, so I'm again executing this query.
0.
Okay.
5th position. Yeah.
So it is telling 5th position. Why this is 5th position it is showing?
AISH underscore.
Because hyphen is present at the 5th position. That is why it is showing you 5th. And but these all are things are showing 0. What is the reason for this? Why this is 0?
No hyphen, no underscore in that.
Because
remaining.
hyphen is not present at all. That is why it is showing you 0 here. Okay.
Yes.
So you can keep your here whatever you want. There is no bondation. Is this clear? instr in string function. Is this clear? Understood the function of this, guys?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now let's try to understand this with the help of a question. Okay. What to say? Okay. I will show you, and I think I have posted 1 or 2 questions on LinkedIn as well based on this. You can go through that. Before that, let's try to understand this one. So Shivanshu, you understood instr? Is this clear?
Yes, sir. I have some questions, sir.
Tell me.
Sir, you have given Raj, Kumar, right? Now if we will write Raj, Kumar, something else name. So can we count how much comma are there?
Right. Good one. See. Suppose you have Raj, Kumar, Singh. I think this is the question you're telling, right? That Tanvir, if I have multiple comma, not enough values they are. Okay, comma. This is the one you're telling. Am I correct?
Yes, yes,
Hello.
yes.
Okay. So see, first of all, this instr function, this will first of all understand the function of this, what this will do. Okay.
Hmm.
This will just give you the places where the comma is present. Understood this?
Yeah,
And it will give you the first occurrence. It will give you the
by default.
first
Yeah.
occurrence by default. Yeah, this will give you the
By
first
default,
occurrence.
okay.
That's why this is giving. So here you can see this is giving 2. So this is the first occurrence. Okay.
Hmm.
Now let me show you one example from this. It will be more clear. Okay. Hope you understand it in a better way.
Like
Hello.
INSTR will give the place at where it is occurring, right?
Perfect.
So,
Perfect.
so
Position of that.
yes, yeah, position. So I wanted to know how much comma, like how much space is there, how much comma is there. Like I want the count. So
Uh,
the
that also I will tell you that also.
okay,
Regex command is there. Regex count. It will give you that. After this, I will show you that example, Shivanshu. Let me explain this one. Okay.
okay.
Show you after this one. So from this query, oh, I have changed that one. Okay. Okay. See, you can see this here. What is happening here? Try to understand. This is, I think, this is a bit complicated, but you can understand this. Try to understand what is happening here. Remove this first thing here. Run this one. Okay, now let's try to understand. This is very important one. Okay. No, remove this as well. This is from one of my LinkedIn post. So this is the output when I have executed this query. So you have 3 columns here. This is the first column. This is the second column, and this is the third column. So I think third column output is clear to everyone. Is this clear? Third column output.
Yes,
Yes,
clear.
yes.
Correct. No? Here it is 0. 1 minute here. 1 minute. So, okay. Now this fourth comma output, I think this is clear to everyone. Fourth column only. Is this clear?
Yeah, clear.
Everyone, fourth column is clear.
Can we like why we have for Rajkumar the value as 4?
Rajkumar, why the value is 4? Who will explain this?
In fourth position, comma is there. In Rajkumar.
Okay, got it.
Is
Got it.
that clear? Got it. Okay.
Yeah, yeah,
Any
yeah.
other? Perfect. Perfect. Any other question based on the fourth column only? Don't consider it on second and third. Just consider it on fourth column. Any question on this fourth column? Hope this is clear to everyone. Okay. Perfect.
Yeah.
Okay. Now try to understand this first column. What is happening here and why you got all these outputs. This is very important because here I've used a combination of substring and in string. Okay. I've used a
Tanvir,
combination
I
of.
have one question.
Yeah.
Can we solve?
No
So
problem.
on the fourth column, I have a question on the fourth column.
Uh-huh.
So for the row number 2 output, like row number 2 output, I understand like after A, the second position is comma, and B after B, the second position is comma. So it's showing as 2. For example, I have like after B, after the second position A, comma, BA means it will show 2, 3. How it will show? If, for example, after B, we have another letter like A, then comma means will it show 2, 3, or how it will show during that?
No, 2 means on second position, comma is there. A comma. Second
Yeah, yeah.
position,
So
not count.
yeah. So what about the after B also we have comma? That is the second position, right? So
Yeah.
if I
See.
ask, if we
By
have
default,
the
it will take first comma.
By
One
default,
minute,
it will take first.
one minute. Let me answer. ISTR function will give you the position of comma. Okay, that's all. Okay. So here A is at the first position, correct?
yeah,
Comma
yeah.
is at the second position, correct? That is
Yeah,
why
yeah.
2 is coming here. Okay.
Okay.
Now, what about this comma, Tanvir? What about this comma? So instr will consider only the first occurrence. So here this will not be considered. Suppose if you have comma after s as well, that will not be considered. Okay, it will consider only the first occurrence of that particular what the character what you have mentioned. I have mentioned here comma. So SQL will start from here. Do we have comma here? No. Do we have comma here? Yes, comma is present here. It will not go further. It will stop
Okay.
here. It will give you the position that okay, comma is present at the second position. Suppose if it is like this, ABC, comma, Kumar. Okay. So here comma is present at which position? Fourth position. Correct? No.
Or
First position you have A, second position you have B, third position you have D. Comma is at the fourth position, so it will give you 4 as an output. Okay. Suppose in the same here you have comma here as well, then you have comma here as well, then you have comma here as well, comma here as well. So SQL will not bother that wherever you have comma, it will just consider the first occurrence and then it will stop. It will not move further. Is that clear?
yeah, now I got it. So I was thinking like, so
Mhm.
after every how many characters after comma it's
No, no, no,
pulling you. So, okay,
no,
got
no,
it.
no. It will start from the beginning and then it will search for that character and it will stop here and then it will find the position. That's all. Is that clear?
Yeah. Yeah, got it. Now got it. Thank you.
Okay. Okay. Any other question on this fourth column? Because this is important. If you understand this, second and third will be simple. No questions? Excuse me. Okay. Now let's try to understand this one. I'm proceeding with this. I'm assuming that fourth column everyone is clear. Okay. Now try to understand this one. What is happening here? This is a very important part. Let me copy it here. First of all, in any SQL query, okay, when you will start working on the live project, you will see you'll be having queries, 200 lines of queries, 300 lines of queries, a lot of joins within all those things. Okay, so always analyze the query first of all from the inner query. Okay, make it a habit. So for this, first of all, concentrate on this part, what I have highlighted. The one which I have highlighted, is it same as this one, fourth column? Yes or no?
Yeah, same.
Same, sir.
Same, sir.
Okay, very good. This is same. Then I'm copying this. Okay, I'm copying this, and you guys have to tell me what is happening here. Analyze this. I have copied this exactly. I've kept it here. I'm executing this, and you guys will tell me what is happening here, except Sandeep. Oh, what happened? I missed something. Comma, I have missed. Except Sandeep, you guys will tell me what is happening here. So this is the new. Sorry, this is the one which I have copied recently. What is happening here? Who will tell? Who will explain?
-1.
What is happening here?
It is minusing one from the position what we got actually. So for example, if it is 2,
Perfect. Yeah. So from this output, I have subtracted 1. So it is 0, -1, 2, -1, 1, 3, 2. Got it? Clear? Why I have done, I will tell you afterwards. Don't think that why Tanvir has done this. Just try to understand that what is output. Are you convinced with the output or not? Is this clear?
Yes.
Clear.
Clear? Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay. So I think here it is clear. Till here it is clear. Correct? Now after this, name comma 1 comma 2. I think we have discussed this substring function yesterday, right? Okay. If I will ask you the one which I have highlighted, what is the meaning of this? Just tell me the meaning. What is the meaning of this? The one which I have highlighted right now. Come on, we have discussed this yesterday. What is the
Yeah,
meaning of
so
this?
so I presume like from the first, for example, in the first the query what you suggested is like it will start from the first position and it will take two characters from there, 1, 2.
Steps, correct? Remove 2 steps, correct? No? This is clear to everyone. We have discussed this yesterday. Lot of variants we have discussed. Akshay, Shivanshu,
Yes,
Imran,
yes,
this
clear.
is clear or not?
Clear.
Position and a
Hmm.
step were there. Yes,
Many
yes,
examples we have seen, no, minus, plus, zero, and all those things we have done. Okay. That is
yes,
clear.
yes,
Okay.
yes.
Now, now coming to this one. Okay. -1. Okay. Now for this first record, if I will tell you that this first column, concentrate only on the first column and first record. Okay, this only for the first column. For the first column, if I will tell you this is equivalent to the first column, will you agree or not?
Yes.
Okay, how it is it?
Because we are saying like start from the first column and move left side. So there is no value. That's the reason it's bringing the that null value.
I'm not going to the output now. Okay, I'm just telling that one which is written here, this one, and the one which I have highlighted here, they both are same or not? First of all, tell me yes or no. If you think it is not same, that is also fine. If you think that is same, that's also fine. Tell me just that's the answer I want. Compare it. Here it
Yes,
is
yes,
sub
yes.
str.
Yes,
It is
Tanvi,
sub
like
str.
both are same. Yeah,
Both are same.
both are same.
Here it is
Yeah.
name. Here it is name. Here it is comma. Here it is comma. Here it is one. Here it is one. Here it is comma. Here it is comma. But then you have this instr name comma one -1. And for this, I have shown you the output is -1. Directly I have kept here -1. Is this same?
No, it is not same.
Why?
Because we have to put after substring function means we have to stand at one position, go forward, not backward. You're putting -1.
Correct. You are correct. Means it will not give any output. You are correct. I'm not going on the output, Sandeep. Okay. I'm
Okay,
just
okay.
asking that in place of
Okay.
this, can I write this or not? That's what I'm asking. That's all.
Okay. Yeah, we
I
can.
can write, no?
Yeah.
Shivanshu, Akshay, Imran,
Yes.
Yeah, we
we
can
can
write.
write this? Okay. So
Yes.
for the first record only, consider that instead of this, I'm writing this. Now, coming to the output. Yesterday, we have discussed that you cannot do a reverse gear. Here it is
Yeah.
-1. If it means I'm telling you to do the reverse here, so you will not get any output. So that's why output is null here. Is this clear now?
Yeah.
Yes.
Everyone?
Yes.
Okay. Coming to the second record. So if I'm considering second record, so how I have to write this one? Substring name comma 1 comma. So in this place, what it will be?
1.
1. Very good. Because here the
One.
value of this is
1.
1, right? So
Yeah.
this will become 1. Okay.
Yeah.
So now what is the meaning of this? Substring name comma 1 comma 1. It means to stand at the first position and take one step. So it means you will stand at A and will stick to this only. That's the output is A.
Correct.
No, it's not clear.
Yeah, clear.
Clear, everyone? Shivanshu?
Yes, clear.
Vaidyanathan?
Yeah, yes, Tanvi. Okay.
Just a minute, guys, 1 minute. Okay, is this clear? Okay, now third record. So what it will be for the third record? Substring name comma 1 comma 2, because the value of this is 2, so this will become 2. Okay, now let's try to understand. You have to move at the first position and take 2 steps. So M and D will come. That's the output is M and D.
Yeah.
Is it clear?
Yes.
Everyone?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So, and similarly, you have Raj here. Okay. Now, try to understand the benefit of this, what I'm trying to do, how this instr function has helped me. With the help of this instr function, I have just retrieved the the string which is present before comma. So I'm now read this entire one. What I'm trying to tell, that substring name, pick the name column, stick to the first position, and then where you have to go, check the occurrence of comma where the comma is present. Okay, and then -1. Why -1? Because we don't have to consider comma. That's a -1. I'm telling to stay one step before only. So that's why in all this name, the first before comma, all the characters are fetched. Before comma A is here. Before comma MD you are getting. Before comma Raj you have. Correct? No? Is this clear? Not clear?
Yes, clear.
Yeah.
So if you have a question that you have a name, okay, suppose you have a name, this is the name, okay, name, Ramesh Kumar, okay, and someone is asking you that, okay, write a query to separate it. Ramesh should be in separate column, Kumar should be in separate column, okay. So what you will do? What you will do? You will write a query substring name.
Of
So it means you are concentrating on the name column. Fun.
yeah.
You will start at the first position.
Yes.
Then where you will go? You will tell to SQL engine that when comma will come, before that you have to stop. That is what you will tell,
Yeah.
no? That when
Yeah,
the
yeah.
comma will come, before that you have to stop. So now how SQL will calculate comma? So for that SQL will use instr function.
Yes. Instead of name, comma,
Right?
comma,
And then you
-1,
have to step one step before
-1.
-1. So from this you
Yeah.
can see how instr function will help you.
Yes.
Is this
As
clear or
per
not? Any question on
yeah.
this?
No. So
Hello?
it will pick the value Ramesh actually.
Ah,
Yes.
it will pick only Ramesh. Okay. I'm not getting any response, so I think this is not clear. How many of you want me to repeat this? I'll be happy. I don't have any concern. I'll repeat this. No response. What happened? Okay, is it clear?
Yes, sir, clear.
Okay. Suppose this is the data. I have inserted this now. Okay. This is the data inserting five values Ramesh Kumar. Okay. Select name from. Let's put it this. Okay, fine. Now try to understand from this. It will become a little bit simple, I think. Str name, comma. First of all, tell me what's the meaning of this output. Why it is showing 7 here?
On 7th position, comma is there.
7th position, comma is there. Clear to everyone?
Yes.
Okay. Now I want to fetch the first name only, that is Ramesh. Okay, I want to fetch the first name only, that is Ramesh.
Ramesh.
Okay. So what I have to write? I have to write substring function. Column is name. You have to stick at first position. But till where
Yeah.
you have to go? How many steps you have to take?
7 steps. Six.
Why
six
7
steps.
is? Why 6 steps?
Because on 7th position, comma is there. You
Very
want
good.
Ramesh only.
On 7th position, you have comma. I want to stay before comma only. So I will tell to SQL
Yeah.
engine that first of all, find at what position you have comma, and then stay one step before. That's all.
Yes.
Oh, this is clear now. Oh, what happened?
Yes.
Oh, spelling mistake.
Sir, yes.
INSTR.
Minus
No.
TR is correct. Yeah, that is correct. Oh,
No.
correct.
Yeah.
Correct. Yeah, that is correct. Good catch. Just fine. Ramesh is coming here.
Yes.
Any question on this?
No.
Shivanshu, you understood this?
Yes.
Imran? Imran is not there. Okay, now suppose you want to fetch the last name. You want to fetch the
Last name.
Last name. So what you will do? Substring. What?
Substring.
Substring. Name.
Name, comma, name,
Name,
comma.
comma. At which
String of
position you will stand? After comma you
A.
will stand. No.
Plus
7.
one.
Yeah.
After comma you will stand. So
Yes.
first of all you have to find the comma position.
Name
In string
Correct.
of name, comma, plus 1.
Plus one.
plus one.
Yes.
I don't think.
That's it.
Excuse me. You got it, Kumar here?
Yeah.
Yes.
So you understood the benefit, the use of in-string function?
Yes.
Yes.
Shall I move to the next topic then?
Yeah. With the help of in-string function, we can divide the first name and last name like that.
You can divide it and you can do many other things.
Yeah.
Okay.
So can we say like that in-string function will help us to identify the position of the search
Position.
Yeah.
Position. Yeah, you can identify the
Specific-
position.
specific character.
At
So
which
can-
character the position of occurrence? Yeah.
So can we use like if we can use like for example in that query, if we want to specifically find a character A means it will only search for the first A in the name and it will retrieve. Is that right?
First occurrence of that. First occurrence of that. Yeah.
Okay.
First occurrence of that.
For example, if we want to use with count means we can use this convey like is it possible?
Count. 1 minute. Let me show you. I will show you that 1 minute. Really. Table. Where is the country table? Where is the country table? Your table again. 1 minute. This is the country table. Yeah, Vaidyanathan, tell me now what you are asking.
For example, if I want to count number of A's in a particular character, can we use that? Then count of in-string, we cannot use that, right? Tanvir, like
Number of it. No. That you cannot use, because this in string will just give you the occurrence of first character.
yeah,
Okay.
got it.
First character. I will show you that count part because same thing he has asked. Shivanshu has asked me. I will come to that. Okay. Suppose this is a country table. Okay. This is a country table, and you can see that in this table. So I hope your question will be answered here from this example. This is a country table. Shivanshu, this is the question you have asked at that moment. Okay. India, Nepal, China, Pakistan, Sri Lanka, Russia is there. Okay. Okay. Let me add one more here. United Kingdom, why it is not coming here? Missed or what?
No, sir, because it is character length.
Oh,
you are given 10
length.
characters only.
Very good. Start from country. So this is the data. Okay. United Kingdom is there. I need to add one more here. Minutes. I'm adding one more. Okay. Sample of data. So this is example. Okay, so now this is the data in front of you. Okay, and I'm executing a query, and this is the query which is in front of you. Tell me what this query is doing. Come on.
It will count how many number of spaces in that name data.
Okay.
Means
How many
India,
number
no
of spaces?
No spaces.
India,
Yeah.
no space. Nepal, no space.
Nepal, no.
Sri
China,
Lanka,
no.
you have one space.
One space.
United Kingdom, you have one space.
One space.
United Arab Emirates,
United
you have
Arab,
2 spaces.
2 spaces.
Okay. Similarly, if you want to count comma, suppose you have a country. Take the example of states of America. Okay.
Hmm.
Now I'm executing the same query. What is coming? 0,
It is comma, right? Not no space.
comma, no space. Okay. Now, what about this?
Yeah, 4. All 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 3. Yeah.
All are 0.
Yes.
Shivanshu, is it clear?
Yes.
Why nothing is coming?
No, 0.
Okay. Nothing is coming up here.
Yes.
What is the reason? Who will answer this? Now.
Yeah.
What's the reason?
Data sensitive, case sensitive.
Okay. So Vedrathan, your question is answered here.
Yes, Tanvir.
Okay. So this is the regex count function. From this you can count the occurrence of particular character or your special character. So whatever it is. Is it clear?
Yeah, clear.
Okay. Akshay, clear? Akshay is not. So INSTR is over.
Sir,
Now let's.
I have, sir, I am confused in one
Tell
thing.
me. Mhm. Tell
Can
me.
you
Yeah.
go back? Can you scroll up?
Yeah.
Can you scroll up? So like in no down here, yes, ऊपर जाना सर, जो आपने किया था ये वाला ऊपर सबस्ट्रिंग INSTR.
अच्छा INSTR में ओके हाँ
हाँ
दिस
हाँ सर, इसमें जो आपने ये लिखा हुआ है
हम्म।
सबस्ट्रिंग नेम INSTR नेम +1, ये देखो यहाँ पे. तो सर ये कुमार के नहीं +1, ये कुमार कैसे आ गया ये?
ओके ओके दिस वन राइट आओ कुमार
Yes.
you have Kumar in okay okay
Yes, क्योंकि 7 +
7
यहाँ पे
+ 1
7 +
8
5, 7 + 5. हाँ तो यहाँ पे कुमार समझ नहीं आया कैसे आया, ये
हाँ
5 नहीं करना था आपको, कब आता है यहाँ पे?
हाँ मैं बता रहा हूँ this is substring name okay so you are standing at the name column okay
Yes, name column
now
right.
INSTR name comma ये कितना देगा आउटपुट INSTR
ये
name
7 देगा मेरे को, 7 देगा.
ठीक है 7 देगा यहाँ पर 7 कौन सा कैरेक्टर है 7th पोजीशन पे
कॉमा है, कॉमा
कॉमा है you want to include comma or not
नो.
no तो फिर आपको एक स्टेप पर आगे बढ़ना होगा you have to proceed one more step है ना
क्या? अच्छा कॉमा नहीं लेके आना मेरे को, कॉमा नहीं
कॉमा
चाहिए.
तो लेके नहीं आना तो आपको एक स्टेप
हाँ जी.
आगे बढ़ना होगा करेक्ट
हाँ जी, हाँ जी.
तो इसीलिए मैंने 7 में एक ऐड किया है तो ये 8 हो जाएगा and now you are
हाँ जी.
starting from K
यस के. हाँ जी.
correct that is why in this INSTR I've added +1 so it means you have to start after comma correct is it clear
ओके सर, बट फिर के आना चाहिए ना, तो
हाँ
पूरा
तो
नाम
सर
क्यों आया कुमार, कुमार क्यों आया?
हाँ ओके 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 good catch I
वही मेरे
think
को पूछना था.
I think I forgot to mention this one but I think we have discussed this yesterday okay आपका ये कहना है कि सर ये तो सबस्ट्रिंग नेम कॉमा 8 हुआ राइट यू आर टेलिंग दैट दिस इज सबस्ट्रिंग नेम कॉमा 8
यस
correct now
यस यस.
okay so after this if you're not telling the steps no if you're not telling the steps so by default it will keep on going that's why after K you have not mentioned anything it is keep on going that will cover all the characters
ओके ओके
आगे समझे
ओके. अगर मैं यहाँ पे लिखता 7,5 तो नेम कॉमा.
देखो 7 तो आपको लिखना ही नहीं है क्योंकि अगर आप 7 लिखोगे तो आप कॉमा से स्टार्ट कर रहे हो
हाँ ठीक है, हाँ चलो 8
7 तो
लिखते
लिखना
हैं।
नहीं है, 8 लिखते हो। हाँ अब
8
बोलो, 8 के
हाँ,
बाद क्या लिखते हो?
8 के बाद लिखो अब 8, 1 2 3 5 लिखो।
5 लिखो। तो देखो अब इसका मतलब क्या होगा, यू आर स्टार्टिंग फ्रॉम द
हाँ,
8th पोजीशन। 8th
यस के।
पोजीशन इज के, ठीक है।
हाँ
के से ये के पहला पोजीशन हो गया, यू दूसरा हुआ,
हाँ
एम तीसरा हुआ, ए चौथा हुआ, आर पांचवा हुआ। आपको
हाँ
एग्जैक्टली सेम आउटपुट मिलेगा यहाँ पर। देखो मैं 5 कर रहा हूँ, आई एम
हाँ,
पुटिंग
मैं
5
वही
हियर।
कह रहा था कि हाँ, तो
Both are
ऐसे
one and the
लिखना
same.
था।
If you're not mentioning a step, it will keep on running. If you're mentioning a step, that is well and good, your wish. ठीक है, सेम आउटपुट है।
ओके ओके, तभी हाँ मैं कंफ्यूज हो गया था कि यहाँ पे कौन 5 क्यों नहीं लगाया। +1 से
ओके ओके।
सिर्फ के आना था, तो कुमार कैसे आ गया +1 से।
अच्छा अच्छा अच्छा, ठीक है। नो, इट्स नॉट लाइक दैट, इट विल कीप ऑन रनिंग फ्रॉम देयर इफ यू आर नॉट गिविंग एनी स्टेप्स।
ओके ओके गॉड, थैंक यू। ओके
Okay, perfect. Any other question, guys? Vaidyanathan, I'm really sorry, yaar. I'm really sorry. He was just asking. You understood this one, Vaidyanathan? This is clear?
Yes, 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 sir. Yeah, yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
so he was a bit confused here. So that is what I was telling in Hindi. But I restrict myself because I know we have audiences from all over the country.
सर, हिंदी मातृभाषा है।
No debate on that. Okay. I don't want to do any debate on that. This is a debatable topic. I have stayed in Bangalore, Tamil Nadu, 4 years, 4 years Bangalore, Mysore.
ओके
So all these places. So I know a little bit Kannada, Tamil as well. Little bit only.
ओके ओके।
I
Yeah, someone wants to add?
no
Pichu?
nothing. So I used to
Hmm.
live in Bangalore, and the only word I got was to talk to that Ola driver, like Anna left Madi, Anna right Madi. That's it.
Left money, right money. Correct. And then in Marti Dia, what are you doing? Am I correct, Sandeep? That is the one. No? In Marti Dia, correct?
No, sir, I don't know Kannada.
Oh, you are from Tamil Nadu, no?
No. I am from Telangana, Hyderabad.
Oh, Telangana. Correct.
Hmm.
Telugu you will use.
Yeah, Telugu.
Tanvir, I am from Tamil Nadu.
Oh, Vedranathan is from Tamil Nadu. Hey, macha, correct. Correct,
Yeah,
Vedranathan,
yeah,
huh?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah.
Ah,
You're right.
and then Polama, and then many other words. Shigr Polama, right?
Yeah,
Means come fast,
come
something
from,
like that.
yeah,
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 come
you're
fast.
right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a little bit. I stayed there 4 years, but you know that very disciplined place here, especially. I have stayed 4 years in Bangalore and 4 years in Tamil Nadu. Both places are very disciplined. I have stayed in North as well. They all have their own plus and minus, pros and cons. But the best thing I liked in South India is very disciplined, very organized. I will give you one example. Once I was traveling in a bus, okay, and you know, like in
Okay.
buses, they have left side are reserved for the women's, right? Women,
Yeah.
and right side is for the men. Okay,
Not
perfect.
for men, it's general actually. It's not.
General.
Oh, right side is general. Oh, okay. I was
Yeah,
not aware.
right side
Right
is
side is
general.
general. Perfect. So what happened? I was coming from office and I was traveling in bus at that time because I left early. I think, yeah, I was coming from the bus. So that bus was full. Okay, bus was full, and one lady was sitting on the right side, right side of the bus. Okay, she was sitting, and one space was vacant beside that
Okay.
lady. Okay, so one person enters in the bus. Okay, and he was saying that there is a vacant space, but he has not dared to sit. So first of all, he has requested her that can I sit here. Then she told, okay, yeah, you can sit. Then he was sitting there. So this is showing the level of discipline you have, right? So this was
Yeah.
really there. This really, I always used to admire the discipline and the process. Okay, and all. So when I used to work with the colleagues there in office, so they are very process oriented. Sometimes manager will tell, okay, fine, the job is done, fine, leave it. They will tell, no, we will follow the documentation, we will follow the process and all those things. So that's why I will tell you, especially in the MNC where I was working. So all the tough projects, believe me, or you can check with anyone, all the tough projects will go either to Bangalore or Chennai. Okay, because they take that things very seriously. They are very means committed towards the task what they're doing. This is very good. This I really appreciate. And second thing is you don't have that feeling of caste, religion, and all these things there. This is what I really admire. But here in our North India, this is too much. But they don't want to debate on that. But these are things which I have noticed. This was really, really good, and that's why this developing. That was perfect. Okay, perfect. Fine. So, any other question on this, guys?
No, sir.
No questions. Okay. But Shivanshu, you are from Ludhiana, no?
Yes, yes, sir. Punjab, Ludhiana. But I
Punjab,
work in
Ludhiana.
Chandigarh IT Park.
Ludhiana is very good place. Yeah. Sorry, Shivanshu, if you
Yes, yes, it
Yes.
is known for like clothing, hosiery, and
Clothing.
all,
Correct.
and cycle part.
Yeah.
Cycle part as well.
So Tanvir, like if you know one thing, like my wife is working for a pharmaceutical company actually,
Okay.
and she got an offer from a company from a Punjab-based company called Saurav Chemicals. It's from Chandigarh, I believe. Like
Okay.
so, she's going to travel there.
Oh, okay. Fine. Hope she'll be having good experience. Chandigarh is a very organized city.
Yes, Chandigarh is good.
Chandigarh is very organized city. Although I have not been there, but I have received same feedback from many people. That very organized, neat and clean like that.
But I don't know actually. I've given interview in one of the Chennai company, and they told me that in the Chandigarh we can't find ducks and all for the non-veg. It is only available in Chennai, duck and all.
What trucks?
So non-veg food. Like
Oh, okay.
non-veg food is not comparable as compared to Chennai and
Okay,
Chandigarh.
maybe. Chennai, you will find a lot of biryani eateries here. One Buhari Hotel.
Samba.
Vaidyanathan, you know Buhari Hotel, that is very famous, no?
Yes.
That
Tanvir,
is
like
very famous. Chettinadu Mill,
Uh,
right?
yes,
so
Karekudi,
I
Karekudi,
Uh,
Karekudi. Yeah,
yeah.
spicy.
So I have one question, sir, that I have like messaged you on WhatsApp. So there was one question like find the n highest like
Oh, okay. That will take some time, Shivanshu, but nth highest, that will take some time, yeah. Shall I tell you now? You guys are free,
so
means.
So even
so we
I,
can finish the topics and then we can do.
Then we'll take. Okay.
yeah,
I will
even
teach
I,
you then.
Tanvir, have two general questions to you. Maybe like
Mhm.
once you complete Shivanshu's question, may I can shoot out my two questions. Like
No, so you can. Okay, but for Shivanshu, no, I have to get my post from LinkedIn. Okay,
okay,
that was the question, and that will take actually some time, Shivanshu. But I will cover. Maybe next class, can we cover that, Shivanshu, if you don't mind?
Yes, sir, no issues.
I will cover because that will take some time, but that is very good question. Okay,
So
Vaidyanathan, yeah, you
also
tell me.
yeah.
so
So my question is like I was running a query to fetch a large amount of data. So it was the query was running for couple of hours, like maybe 2 to 3 hours, and after that it threw me an error with some table
Keyboard
space.
exception, table
Tables
space.
Table space. I am not sure what it is. I understand like some space is missing, but I want to really understand what is mean by table space and how can
Uh,
one of my PLSQL developers said we can increase the table space, but I'm not sure like
hmm,
what it is really. And
correct.
one more thing is like yesterday I was taking interview for first level for ETL developer, ETL tester actually in my company. So
Mhm.
and it's for purely for healthcare domain, and most of the people have worked in healthcare, but none of the people are able to answer the basic domain of healthcare. So I want to know whether as an ETL tester and domain is required, the domain knowledge is required or not,
Mhm.
because I need to educate my HR also, because they keep on insisting that they should have high healthcare domain knowledge. But I have to
Mhm.
for last 2 weeks I took interview, but
Mhm.
most of the people don't have the knowledge, and they say that they just bother only about the data. They don't have the healthcare knowledge. So I just want to make sure I
Mhm.
don't want to miss a good candidate because of this specific reason.
Correct. I will share my experience with you. Similar thing happened, okay, in my project. So in 2017, I have worked on finance domain throughout my career, Citibank client, and then Fidelity, investment banking, retail and wholesale banking. So once I was working in that project, okay, and we were not having any business analyst in that project because we have hired a business analyst and he was not having good understanding of SQL. And we tried teaching him, but he was not ready. He was saying that no, I'm a business expert. I don't want to go in this technical field. So yeah, so this was the answer he has told. He was from Calcutta. So even he was also good at his place because he was really very good in that stock exchange, share market, and all these things. Okay, he told that I don't want to go in this technical field. He was rigid that I don't want to learn SQL. So we thought that okay, fine, we have to release him. We released him further. After that, we are searching for business analysts. We are not getting some good business analysts. So it was suggested that if I can handle the position of business analyst, okay, the reason I will tell you why, because I used to attend a scrum call and all those things. Okay. And I was having the idea that how the business is working, how the commitment percentage is there, how we are getting the funds, how the fund manager is happening, how we are calculating transfer price and all those things. Okay. Then they told me that, Tanvir, if you can take this responsibility of business analyst for time being. Okay. So why this has happened? Because I was having the understanding of domain. Nowadays, any tester or any developer, it is required that you must know the domain, because otherwise you are working in a black world. Okay, suppose if I will give you a formula of simple interest, that okay, p into r into t, as a tester you can do that. Okay, but if you don't know the significance of that, why I'm calculating simple interest, what is the benefit of this? Okay, what if principal is negative? Principal negative is not possible.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
what if principal is negative? Okay. So all those things, if you're knowing the business perfectly, you can add value. You can suggest some new things. Or maybe if you have a call with the business stakeholders, suppose you are a tester, you have done the testing and now you're giving demo to the business stakeholders. Okay. And your business stakeholders, they talk only in functional terms. They don't know technical terms. If you will tell them that what is the primary key, they don't understand. And if they will tell you that what is the total asset, you don't know the formula, you will be blank. Correct. So that
Yeah.
is why, and at that moment you cannot tell to the business stakeholders that no, I am a technical guy, I don't know what you are speaking. So your project will be at a stake at the end of the day. So that is why especially testers, they must be having the domain knowledge, because they are the one who are interacting with the business stakeholders apart from the business analyst. So nowadays, recently I was studying a post on LinkedIn. It was mentioned that nowadays it is very, very essential that your testers must be having knowledge of domain in whatever domain they are working, whether it is healthcare, energy, life sciences, or finance, insurance, they must be having. Okay, that is well and good. But if there is some very strict requirement, very urgent requirement, so they will consider that okay, if domain knowledge is not there, we can hire them. But it is always good to have domain knowledge. Your testers can do the functional testing as well in those scenarios. And if you're going to having some conversation with the business stakeholders, they can understand the functional term as well. Suppose if I will tell you what is commitment percentage. Okay, Vaidyanathan, please tell me how the commitment has increased year over year. If you don't know the formula of commitment calculation, okay, how you can tell me? You will tell that okay, that was not mentioned in FRD. Is that the answer? So
No,
that's
that's
not a
not.
thing, right? So
Yeah.
that is what you should know, some of the basic terms. What is the settlement date? How many days it takes for the settlement? What is IPO? What is the listing date? And all those things. Many other terms are there. What is the difference between equity and debt? They can ask all those things. So that is why at least, and in my previous organization, we were trained. We were given training on this, the functional business terms, because we are the one who are really playing with the data. We can add some sense to that. So it is required, yeah. One should have knowledge of business domain as well. That is very much required. Not
Okay.
in depth, but at least the basic terms you should know. Whether you are working on healthcare or you're working, what is KPI? You can ask that, okay, what are the if they are asking on healthcare, what are the KPIs on which you have worked? Very simple. So this is required. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
And the one which you
Understand.
have told about table space, the answer is you are correct. What happened now when you're running a query? Okay, so there are two reasons for query to take some time. Okay, one reason is you have used a lot of joins, lot of conditions, lot of filters you have given, and because that query is running and running. So in that case, you have to check with the developers to please optimize the query. First thing. Second thing is, sometimes what happened, the data is very huge, millions of records are there. Okay, and when you have created the table, so table space was not sufficient. That's the one thing. Okay, so you cannot do anything. You have to check with the developer or the DBA. They can increase that table space or page size and all those things. Okay,
So I
so
want to understand like what is this table space means? Like when we are creating a table, we are giving fields values. Do you say that's the table space, and what or the virtual space that specific table is automatically will take?
Okay. See, table space, page size, schema, and all those things are totally means database terms. Okay, and that will take time for me to make you understand. But at a very high level, so that is like when you are writing query. Okay, you are writing a query and you are executing that. Okay, so it is like unit of a storage, okay, to a file what you are giving. So when you are executing query, no, so your data is getting stored in that file format in bits, okay, in memories. So your table space, that will give you a storage and management of each and every object that is assigned. So now when you are fetching the data, it is like, suppose you have ordered 100 liters of water, okay, and you have a bucket of 25 liter. What will happen? That will not accommodate that. So you can correlate to this. So when you are creating table, at that moment you have to increase this, okay, and for that you have to check with the developers or the DBA of your project that, okay, this is the problem. So they will try to increase that. Is that clear?
Yeah. Got it.
In ETL, I used to cover all those things: table space, schema, page size, database partition, and all those things. That takes some time from example as well. I have to explain. Okay. Okay, fine. Now, okay, it is 11:07. So shall we proceed or you want to continue the next class? What is your thought, guys? Hmm.
We can
Sir,
proceed.
Anyone else?
sir, when will we discussing that assignment questions also?
Oh, assignment is also pending. Correct. Do one thing, yeah.
Hmm?
Don't take this in a very fast
Yes.
manner.
Yeah.
Do one thing. I need minimum
Yeah.
2 more classes. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
minimum 4 hours, because this topics I've covered only INCR today. Case, alter, constant. This is pending, and then you have this advanced concepts as well. So this all will take at least 4 to 6 hours. Okay. So
Okay.
when you guys are ready for that, man, we have to do the assignments as well. That discussion assignment, I think 15th. This one assignment.
So there is two assignments, sir, for 12th
Two
and
assignments.
15th.
12th and 15th.
So,
This is the 15th one, and this is
so,
the 12th one. Right.
sir, one thing we can do, we can quickly discuss on the 12th वाला जो assignment है वो for now.
I think that
And
will be better. Yeah, correct.
yes, yeah.
Okay, perfect. So this assignment, first of all, how many of you have solved this?
Sir, I had
Yeah.
tried.
Sir,
You
I
have
have
tried.
solved all the questions.
Okay, you both have solved. So Akshay, tell me in which question you have doubt.
Give me a second, sir.
Ashok, Sandeep, you
No, sir, no doubts.
you have done all the questions.
Yeah, I've done all the
Okay,
questions.
perfect, very good. Anyone else who has tried? Because you see, if you're not trying, and if I will explain, that will not make any sense. You tell me
Yes.
that, okay, this question I have problem, I will explain that. Yeah, Akshay, what do you?
So you can do one thing. So you
Hmm.
can quickly answer the question so that we can see if we have done in a correct way.
Or else you share the solution with me. Okay, I will look
Okay.
into that.
Okay.
And then if any
Yes.
question is incorrect, I will tell you to please revisit that particular question. And still, if you're unable to solve, then I will share the solution with you.
Should I
At
send
least on
you
this.
over chat?
No, or else on WhatsApp you can send me. Okay, I will check because that will take some time to validate. No, so I will check that, and then I will tell you that what's the problem.
The
Uh,
first question I have done like this.
First question, no. Let's start from student where student name like a person, student like a person. This is correct. This is correct. Yeah,
Okay.
this is correct.
Okay.
Yeah, Akshay, which question you want to discuss?
So I had write almost all the query. I understood all the one, but so I don't have doubt as such. But for the fifth A question, we are
Okay.
getting doubt. We are getting a doubt as no data found. Whereas in the fifth, uh, fifth D, we are getting the output.
Fifth A, you should get data because the question is like you're joining based on a student and score, and ID is the column, common joining condition. So you're joining student and score, and you have ID here 1, ID
So
person, no,
where,
no, you should get some data here.
Yeah,
Can
we
you
will
give
get
me the
data.
query?
so
Can you give me
when,
the query?
yes.
Yeah, okay.
We will get data.
You will get data
Oh,
for this.
no, sir. So basically, I have run this particular query on behalf of, so I didn't get any data. For the fifth D column, I had got the data.
No, no, fifth
No,
A, first of all, this query. Send me the query, what you have. So, okay, you are not getting any data for this, right?
Yeah.
I don't think
I
that is
think data
possible.
you have missed any insert. What else stuff?
Maybe.
There
Yeah,
में या फिर
I
कुछ गलती
inserted
किया
wrong
होगा
in
मैंने
data.
उसमें
हाँ,
हाँ
एक बार
हाँ
फिर से try once more, Akshay. Okay, you will get
ठीक है
data for this. Then
okay
what else? Next.
fifth D
Tanvir, I found that issue. Tanvir, can you move up? So the
Yeah, yeah.
problem is like in this score, we have
Uh-huh.
insert into, we have to write score, but we have written as insert into stud.
Yes,
Correct,
yes.
correct, correct,
वही
correct.
यही तो
Good
मैं बोल रहा
catch.
हूँ क्योंकि I had tried running
Good
it
catch, good catch. No, from the beginning of the session, I am saying Vaidyanathan will catch these minute things. Very good catch. Very good
मुझे
catch.
पता था, मैं
Perfect,
बता नहीं
perfect,
पाया.
perfect. Good catch, good catch. Okay, now
अच्छा
you will
You
get
are
the
इसमें
data.
आता
simply copying
yes
the
yes
data, so that's why you are getting wrong.
That's why, that's why.
so I was yesterday night I was quickly solving all this so मैंने
Yeah.
इतना ध्यान
Okay.
ही नहीं दिया फिर उस पे हाँ हाँ हाँ
Okay, no problem. Oh, and what next? Next question, actually.
no sir now it is clear क्योंकि I was getting output for the
Uh,
D as well
Now the
okay
question is, how Sandeep got output for this?
Sir, I am manually inserting data. I am not copying this.
Okay,
Sir.
okay.
Manually
Okay.
inserting all this.
Okay, perfect, perfect, perfect. ठीक है. 12th February is done. So those who have not done, yeah, please do this. Okay, and if any question, you can connect with me.
Can you see my second question?
Second question. Let me see what's the second question. Is gender final number of students gender wise. Count. No. This is not. Instead of count of gender, you have to write count of a star. Don't write
Okay.
count of gender. Write count of a star. Okay, because this will ignore the null values if there is any. That's the only difference.
Okay, it will ignore. Okay.
Ignore the null values. Okay. Okay, fine. Any other question, guys?
sir I have question
Yeah. Tell
so
me.
yesterday I asked about views and schema and you was about to tell me today
Okay. Let me add that. Yeah.
yeah
It'll take time. But okay, why a high level? I will tell you. High level, I will tell you now.
so
Just
I
let me
just
add
need
this.
a basic summary I've been I will
Uh-huh.
be going to work regarding Snowflake and so I want to know about this views and
High
schema
level, I will tell you now. Just a minute. So first of all, let me add this in this topics, pending topics. So actually, I used to cover this in my ATL classes, view and schema.
okay
But let me tell you here. You see, view. What is a view? Okay, try to understand this. And again, view is not mandatory. It is not mandatory that you have to create a view. Okay, first of all, you all have heard about,
Yes,
Hello?
hello,
Yeah,
you all have heard about view. Okay,
yes.
so view, why it is required, try to understand first of all. Okay, you have created a table. Okay, and that is in the final layer, access layer. Okay, that table is having data which is totally pure data. All the calculations are there, all the logics are there, everything is done. Okay, that is the final table. Okay, you got this? That's the
yes yes
final table. All the transformation logic, all the business logic you have implemented, data is good now. Okay, fine. Now please try to understand one concept. If you're working in any ETL project or database project, so the flow is like you will get data from the source team, okay, the source file or server or any other format. Then you will load that in staging. Then you will clean the data, you will mask the data, you will remove the confidential data and all those things. Okay. Then you will apply some logics. Then finally you will load data in your final table. That might be your fact table or some other table. Okay. But what happened actually when you're applying all these logics, okay, and you have loaded data in your final access layer table, fact table, or whatever it may be. The moment it reaches the fact table,
behind that, lot of logics are there. You agree? Lot of
Correct.
logics are there because you're
Yes.
cleaning the data, you're moving the duplicates, you are handling the deduplication, the reconciliation, inclusion, exclusion, many other things, business logic, functional checks, confidential checks, masking, okay, data mining, all those things. So a lot of things are doing, you are doing, okay, a lot of things you are doing. The moment it will reach the fact table, your that table will become little bit unstable. Now, why I'm telling little bit unstable, please try to understand why I'm telling unstable. Because now lot of logic is there, lot of if else condition is there. So even if you're going to change at any one place, you have to be very careful. Okay, suppose you have written 500 lines of code and then you have prepared this data, that data is going in the access layer. Now tomorrow if some business stakeholder is telling you that okay, you have one more requirement, please add it. Okay, now question to you, Akshay, will
Yeah.
it be easy for you to add it?
Not really.
Not really. It is exactly same that you have constructed a house, everything
Mm.
is done, okay, paint and all those decorations, everything is done. Tomorrow someone is coming and he is telling you that please break this wall and create a new wall here. Will that be an easy job for you? That will not be an easy job, because it seems to be easy that you have to just break it, but after breaking you have to construct a new wall, then again you have to do the painting, maybe you have to change the wiring, then maybe you have to change the location of your AC and all those things. Correct? Now is that clear?
Yes, yes.
So
Yeah.
similarly this thing happens at the access layer when you're loading data in the final table. Is it clear to everyone? Because I'm telling to everyone,
Yes.
is that clear?
Yeah. Yeah.
So when you're loading table data in the final layer, so similar thing happens. Lot of logics you have implemented. Now you have a call with the business stakeholders. They are telling you that Akshay, this is fine. Everything looks good in this final table. You applied all the logic, all the calculations are correct. We are convinced with the data. But but I want to show this number on a report because that is the main fruit of any ETL project. One of the main fruit of any ETL project. You want to show the numbers on report, whether it can be OBI report or your Power BI report or your Tableau report, whatever it may be. I'm not going into that discussion now. Okay. You
Okay.
told, okay, fine, no issues. I have this platform, Power BI. I'm working on Power BI. I will hook that Power BI to this access table and all the data will be flown. And you can see the numbers, whatever you want. Okay, that is it. You are happy. But your business stakeholder, they are telling that no, 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 no. We want you to apply some logic on top of this. You have to apply one more logic on top of this. One formula is there. Okay. Now, what will be your response? What you will tell? That okay, okay, that is very easy. I can implement. Will your answer? I
Sir.
can do this quickly. What you will tell? Suppose next day your business stakeholder is telling that okay, you have to apply some logic on top of your access table, then you have to show the numbers on the report. Will that be easy for you or not?
Sir, I have doubt.
Yeah, tell me.
So when you are saying you have to add one more formula or something,
Mhm.
the term you have used, so
Mhm.
we have to use in that visualization tool or in the schema or the
Oh,
view as well.
correct, correct. I'm coming on that. I'm
Acha,
coming on
acha.
that.
Okay.
So, okay, so far is it clear to everyone?
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Sandeep, Vaidyanathan, Imran, okay, everything
Yeah.
clear?
Clear.
Shivanshu? This is I'm telling something from
Yeah.
database perspective. Okay, how it
Yes, yes.
happens. Now the business stakeholder is telling you that no, Akshay, you have to add some formula. Yeah. Then you have to show this number on the report. Okay. Now you have two to three options. You first option, you can implement that formula at your table layer, the final table what you have created. First option.
Okay.
Second option, you will tell to your Power BI or OBI developer that okay, this is the final table. Take this data, apply whatever formula your business stakeholder is telling, then show the report, show the data on the report. These two options are there. First option is Akshay will go, he will do the modification in the logic what he has implemented so far. Second option, Akshay will check with the OBI developer. Maybe Sandeep is the OBI developer. He will contact Sandeep that okay, Sandeep, this is the formula what business stakeholders are telling. Please implement this at the OBI or Power BI layer, and then show this on the report. You understood these two scenarios?
Yeah.
Which one will
Yeah.
be simple?
The second one, I think.
Second one. Okay. Why not
Yeah.
first one?
Uh, Again, it's the simple one, but on the perspective of the Tableau developer or Power BI, it is more easier for me because already is getting the crux.
See, the main reason is already in your table, lot of logics you have implemented.
Implemented.
So
Yeah.
now if you're going to add a new requirement, you must be afraid that maybe this new requirement should not disturb the existing requirement.
Yes.
Are you getting?
Yes.
Because when
Right.
you are coding,
Yeah.
whether it is Python, Java, any other language, so all your maybe you are using function that you are calling at some other place. Maybe you are using a case statement and that is calling some other case statement. Okay, maybe you're using a join and that is coinciding with a join which you have used earlier as well. Are you getting? So whenever in programming language, even if you're adding a comma or dot, you have to be very careful. So you might be afraid that okay, if I'm adding this one line of code, what is the impact on the existing code? You will be afraid of this, right?
Yes.
So that
Yes.
is why you
Yeah.
will suggest to Sandeep that Sandeep, this is the problem here. I have written already 1,000 lines of code. Again, to see the impact of this, I have to revisit all the 1,000 lines of code. So you do one
Yes.
thing, you please handle this at your level layer. So far, my table is very stable. I'm afraid that if I will do something here, if I'll do some modification, this might get disturbed, and all the existing logics can also get disturbed. So you will give this justification to Sandeep. Correct? Is this clear?
Yeah. Clear.
So
Yes.
far, is it clear, Akshay?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, after this, what you will do? Then Sandeep will tell that, okay, give me the access of this table. Okay. So what
Okay.
you will do then, you will create a view. You will create a
Okay.
view. It is like a copy. Okay.
Mhm.
You will create a view and you will give that view to the Sandeep. That, okay, Sandeep, this is the view. Play with this, whatever you want. Why you're not giving the actual data, actual table? Because you are afraid because all the things are there, all the logics you have implemented.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes.
We
So
cannot
you will
hamper the
give,
original data.
Yeah.
so
Mhm.
not with data, but with the
Huh.
code as well.
Yes, code. Yes,
So you
yes.
will create a view and you will give to Sandeep that, okay, Sandeep, this is the data coming from that fact table. You play with this, whatever you want to do with this. So this is the reason generally views are created. Okay.
Okay.
Now there are two kinds of view. One view is that which will be stored in your database. Other view is like a runtime. Suppose if I'm writing select a star from that particular view. So what will happen behind that query will be there, which will be executed and that will fetch you the result. So that is known as runtime view. Okay. So, but this is the purpose of having view. Okay.
Okay.
I'm not sure if I have answered what you were
Yes,
asking in
yes.
which context. So is
I,
it,
I,
huh?
Sir,
I need a basic
materialized
clarity.
review
That's it.
means
Mhm.
Sorry.
So I,
materialized view.
Okay. Yeah, that will take time. Materialized view and many other views are there. That will take time. Maybe we can
Okay.
cover that in the next class, because if I will tell you now
Yeah.
from
Yeah.
just high level, you will get confused. Okay. I have
okay.
to tell with the
Okay.
examples.
And
Okay.
what is the schema?
Okay. What is schema? Again, this will take time to explain, but just very
So
high level, I will tell you. Yeah,
yeah,
tell me, Akshay. Or actually,
yeah.
we can connect because this will take time. Because for a
Okay.
schema, I have to tell you first of all table space,
Mhm.
then the
Yeah.
physical architecture, then the logical segmentation, and
Okay.
then why we need schema. Suppose if you have three layers: staging layer, integration layer, access layer. So
So
you might.
I don't want to get into that deep, but
Mhm.
the only agenda I have is currently in my mind is I will be going to work around Snowflake, and
Mhm.
the guys are using around views and schema that use the term, and I also not aware
Don't get
what.
confused. Just
Okay.
ask them that, okay, what is the schema name? That's all. When you're
Acha, acha.
writing query, select a star from, suppose you have a table name as employee, okay?
Uh-huh,
And they
uh-huh.
will tell that, okay, schema name is staging, STG. So
Okay.
what you have to do is select a star from STG dot employee. That's all you have to do when you want to fetch the data. Otherwise, nothing you have to do with that schema.
Right. ठीक है, got it.
Okay, perfect. Actually, these topics I used to cover in that ETL agenda. Okay, but fine. Many topics are overlapping in SQL and ETL, like normalization. This is an ETL agenda. But fine, guys. So we have it's
Tanvir,
11:25.
I have found like two more functions. Like one is like I have seen like limit actually.
Oh,
And-
okay. Limit. Yeah, limit. I think it was there. Limit. It is not here. Limit.
We have covered limits, sir.
Oh,
Limit.
okay. Maybe I would have.
No, we are not covered limit.
No, we have not covered. Limit is present in February, but it is missing.
So
in
we have not
January.
covered
Is it
limit.
possible?
Yeah,
No,
we
but
are
that
not
was
covered.
in my agenda. I'm thinking that why it has missed because in February it is here, but here it is missing. Okay, I will cover this as well. Limit and
And
top is there.
yeah, limit and top. Yeah.
Okay, we'll cover this. Okay, next class. Okay, so next class when we want to meet here, Saturday, Sunday,
Yeah.
In weekdays,
weekdays. I think it is
not
difficult
possible.
for me at least and for others as well.
Mhm.
So do one thing, you all think over this, okay? And Saturday, Sunday, 9 to 10:30, I'll be having that new batch class. Because you see, I don't want to, because this is important. Don't miss this one. That's what I'm telling. And we want to cover this in a very fast way. So Saturday, Sunday, if you can spend at least 1 hour Saturday, 1 hour Sunday, maybe 3 to 4. How will be that? 3 to 4 Saturday.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we can cover
Yeah.
in one go
Fine.
for 3 hours.
No. This will take time. Yeah, this will take time.
Okay. Mhm.
This will take time.
3
You
to 4
see,
fine.
today I have planned that I will cover all these things. This was the planning, but I was able to cover only in a string function. These things are pending, so that's what this will take time. Okay, we will
Okay.
discuss, but I will suggest 3 to 4 p.m. on Saturday and Sunday. Okay, then we'll
Yeah.
see. Okay, okay, guys.
Okay.
Take care.
Thank you so much, sir.
Bye.
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 Thank you.